Okay, this is about 90% of Christmas 2014. About double the size as last year. Let's see. Got a lot of new things. So I'm gonna have to walk around here a little bit to show everything. But we start with a. It's my igloo. There in the back is my mega tree, which has about twice as many lights as last year. Move around here a little bit. These are really kind of hard to see, but they're I call them jacks. Pair of them. They're actually tomato cages that have been wired together. I don't know the right path here, so we'll just kind of walk around. This is kind of the star of the show this year. These are my Uber Mega Balls. I don't know if that's a good name or not, but it's a 16 DMX controlled globes. We'll just sit here for a couple seconds and see what happens. Each one is RGB controlled, it's all computer controlled, and if the focus would stay good, there we go. They all change independently and all kinds of fun stuff. Trying to think of what's going to happen next. Okay. There, kind of in the back, we have two presents, a red and pink. Coming back out here to the front is the second of the jacks. Moving over here, we have a little forest of all those lighted branches that you see in the store. The cool thing about these is it's really slow, but they all change colors, or many of them change colors. And then in the back you can see these guys, which are a little bit bigger. They're actually wreaths or rings of balls that change colors as well. Again, this is a lot slower than a lot of the other stuff, but still pretty cool. It's kind of a cool effect, especially when the snow was covering the ground. Moving on over here, then we get into my forest of tomato cages. So this guy's really kind of cool. These are Walmart lights strung around the tomato cage. And then here we have a whole bunch, I think it's 9. Yeah, it's 9 different tomato cages, all in different colors lit up. I actually have 3 more that I need to get out here, but you know, like I said, it's about 90% set up so far. This is another little cool element. This is a bunch of those shooting star lights I kind of made into a what I call a chandelier. It's kind of a, you know, hillbilly chic. These are from last year, or actually a couple years now. They're light strands strung around. It's actually the tubing for water pipes, like you get for your refrigerator, kind of thing. And they're amazingly well synchronized. There in the back we have my leaping arches, which are now enjoying their, I think this is their 4th year. So we have leaping arches, and we have 8 trees in the background. Again, those are all computer controlled. The good thing about the arches is they just come out of storage. The trees I have to reassemble and relight each year, which is a little bit of a pain, but you know. Let's see, here in the front, so there's this dark area which is just begging for more lights. But then we have my Santa cones, my Santa hats, which again I had last year, but last year I just had the cone itself lit. I didn't have the ball on top lit. And I was able to find some small lights to stick in the cones to get them lit up. Or sorry, the little ball at the top. Again, they're just, you know, safety cones that are painted red. And then I found the little balls, I think at Michael's, on surplus or at the end of the year kind of thing. Everything's on sale here. Let's see. This is a little better show of the forest of tomato cages. There's actually three channel controllers, so there's a little controller that attaches to 3 of these guys that are controlling the motion there, or the flashing on and off. Although looking at it, I don't know why that one green one is always on now. That probably means the controller is fried. In fact, that's pretty guaranteed to be what that's the case. Because I've not had good luck with them once it rains. So here you get another shot of the, you know, the mega balls and the mega tree. Let's see. Here we have the Festivus sticks. Again, they were here last year. So they're 16 channel Lightorama controlled, LOR controlled. Let's see, behind them we have a bunch of strands of, I call this my deconstructed forest. That's just basically a bunch of strands of lights. Most of them change colors one way or the other. I have a whole box of remote controls to control the lights. That all, you know, do their thing. And kind of walking back around. These are new this year, but I've actually had these lights for a long time. They're these icicle lights. Oops. See if I can get a little bit closer in here. And they change colors. And I just, you know, zip tied them to some PVC pipe. You know, it's not Christmas without PVC, rebar, and zip ties. And again, the cool thing about these guys is the 2 arches are pretty well in sync, and then this little guy in the front, or in the middle of the 2, is kind of doing its own little thing in there. You can get a little better view of the tomato cage here. It looks kind of cool, actually, kind of a Tesla coil-ish effect. From the top, it actually looks really, really cool, but it's kind of hard to see from this angle. And we can pan back around to the balls as they're doing their thing. Kind of thing. Let's see. So this guy. A couple more little presents back here. Little RGB guys. Some more artificial trees. They're like 6-foot trees that I got at Walmart and Target, you know, for $5, end of the year kind of thing. Just then a, you know, cheap strand of lights wrapped around them, but they make a nice little filler. And then another little pair of arches here to, you know, same kind of thing. They do change colors. It's kind of hard to see here on the display, but there we go. And then in the middle is a another strand of color changing lights. It's actually 2 strands on it, and I did an inner and an outer kind of thing. So that's what I've got so far. There's, like I said, there's at least 3 more tomato cages that need to go out. There are lights back up in the tree. The blizzard sticks need to come out. The big arborvitae needs to be lit up. And then smaller things need to happen, but this is most of it.